the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is June 1st, 2024. It is 5:44 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1, I went on a long rant on many of the tweets. So I have these 4 tweets left. I want to just record them and then I'll get to them whenever I get a chance. So let's go over them. Alright, this is the same numbers when I ended the last video. The estimate change from the beginning of the video. If you go on my last video on this channel, you will see the beginning of the video I had $220 and change, and then by the end of the video this is what I had. All right, so let's go on Twitter. All right, Derangers are spiraling since the First Lady of Nigeria debunked their lies, and the person who was supposed to deport Prince Harry from the US is going to jail. All right, we shall see. We shall see. So there were a couple tweets that I saw that was talking about the First Lady of Nigeria. One, I didn't bookmark them, I didn't bother to share them, but there's one, for instance. I bookmarked it, but I didn't put it on the list, where People Magazine is talking about it. First Lady of Nigeria clarified comments about Meghan Markle amid false report. Okay, that was not on my list. I just want to show you other outlets are talking about it. Okay, so let's finish with that. Let's pause this. That misinterpretation suit the pathetic narrative of the shameless bidder brigade. They will hang on to anything that fit their campaign against Harry and Meghan. Read my submission on the misinterpretation. That's all they were looking for, because their mind are in the gutter. Anything positive about Harry and Meghan, they don't want to hear it. But for this, again, I shared my thought about this in another video about the first lady. I didn't even know it was going on, because when Harry and Meghan were in Nigeria, I completely shut everything down. I was focusing on their trip and what they were doing to share with you. But when I came across it, I was like, what? And I couldn't find where it originated. And then later on, I find out where it originated, and which I share with you. I didn't, at that time when I first came across it, I didn't bother sharing it with you because I was trying to look for where it first originated. I can't find the source. And then one of the squad, couple days later, one of the squad shared one of the information regarding it, and that's when I brought it up on my channel. Other than that, I wasn't aware such thing was going. And then when you look at it, the lady didn't even make any reference to Meghan at all. It's just the Derangers, you know, as usual, looking for something negative to run about, and they did just that. Okay, a smaller version of them started it, and then the other big ones, I'm talking about, I think a small YouTuber or something like that started it, and then another outlet pick up on it, and then you have the big papers start talking about it. It's just full-blown ridiculous. Okay, yep, African ancestral juju known as karma in the West has now reached Trump. All right, so everything is baggage for guy. That's that Snowden guy. The NSA is doing what? There's that. Okay, I don't want to talk about this. Good, that's what they deserve. I miss something. Who is going to jail? Okay. The thing that Trump was accused of is what is it? The hush money thing. It's illegal, and it's for the state of New York, so it's not a. It's a long story. I don't even want to go about that. All right, so that's that. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm trying to avoid anything about politics. I just want until June. I'm saying June, November, for me to vote, and hopefully we get ourselves moving forward, and hopefully he doesn't get back in. All right, next tweet. Royal sources are still traumatized by the Sussexes' successful Nigeria tour. All right, so that's from Celebrity. I'm just reading the tweets only. I truly don't understand their strategy. They will never be able to compete with Harry and Meghan. They should instead be trying to differentiate what they do and be emphasizing that Harry and Meghan work is their own private work and not official royal work. Like I was saying on my last recording, they do not want to make the difference for Harry and Meghan. For them, everything is mixed up. If it's a positive thing, guess what? They're gonna attach themselves with it. If it's a negative thing, hey, they go at it to bash on them. But Harry and Meghan, any well-minded people will know these are the things that they're doing for themselves. Nothing with the institution. If it was for the institution, why don't the institution be doing positive things? Everything that they do is stupidity. Everything that you're hearing from the royal rats are nonsense. That's to comment under it. Never happened. They're too busy trying to think of ways to associate themselves with what Harry and Meghan do. Hence them trying to refer to it as a royal tour in the beginning. There's that. I'm not even gonna go into that. It didn't have the protocols because it wasn't a royal tour. Harry and Meghan are better at this stuff because they genuinely care about the causes that they're supporting. That care shines too, because the royals have never had a tour that was that successful. Okay, how can anyone's succeed be traumatizing? What kind of a leading by example is that? You will teach a 4-year-old otherwise. The clown have been traumatized since 2020, where the Sussexes left. You still can't believe it. They don't want to understand that it's their fault that they can't have the dynamic duo out there representing them. They were there for the INVICTUS, so sheath your claws. Tony Blair, a former prime minister, was in Nigeria this week or last. Was he representing his interests, his charity, or the UK? He met with the... I didn't even know. Alright. He met with Nigerian president. Okay. I guess Nigerian president. I think that's what he's trying to say. Nigerian president, which Harry and Meghan didn't. Was there a donating incident there? What are those constant new rules always developing for the Sussexes? Okay, let's see. There's two comment here. The answer is easy. Tony Blair has connection to oil in the Middle East, and Nigeria is the second largest oil producer in Africa. He is interested in black gold. They don't even want to tell people he's over there, because they don't want to put a spotlight on things that he's doing over there. All these haters tend to forget that they were invited there. They then gate crash. They know very well. Remember, anything about Harry and Meghan, they just want to make the world see Harry and Meghan in a negative way. But instead, it's just, crashing on their faces. They were quiet. Okay, they were quiet when Air Miles Andy was swanning around representing the UK while quietly lining his pocket. The Sussexes travel representing INVICTUS and Archwell, doing nothing that the royal tour would do, as they've just admitted, and they still wing about it. There's the laugh here. Oh my God. Agree, they cannot admit the working royals are boring. Not even the royalists and the rank fans are interesting, because they keep insulting people who defend or support Harry and Meghan on the Sussexes fan pages. That's all they do. Go out of their way to talk nonsense. Anyway, I think this story is sort of fascinating, because it's an admission that the left behind Windsors suck at tours, and the Windsors keep rooting for the Sussexes to fail, only to be continuously traumatized by the Sussexes' many successes. There's that. That's that. After this, that's it. Let me read bottom up. We know they are still traumatized, jealousy, and angry over the Sussexes' success since leaving the UK. Can they see this headline give such a dismal impression of these royal sources? How does another person's success cause you distress? If they just mind their own business, whatever Harry and Meghan do wouldn't matter. Okay, these sycophantic sources and royal experts have been huffing and puffing for 8 years, and they're traumatized that it's only effective to those who won't be around 10 to 20 years time. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. They want everything for them. They do as they please, and they want people to applaud for their stupidity, all sort of thing. But when somebody else do something else, they're supposed to stop for them. They're not. It's crazy. All right, next tweet. Nigerian writer Tunji Ajibade, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, slammed the British media. Nigeria wasn't a fiery furnace of fire that it had been portrayed to be. Harry and Meghan are always welcome in Nigeria. Ours is ours. Meghan is one of us, and so is Harry, who's our son-in-law. All right, and Harry have said that. By now we're just in-laws.
Laws. I'll skip the protocol because at this point we're all family.
Rather than report that Harry and Meghan's visit was a success, they deliberately look for angles that will make it appear otherwise. That's for sure. One turned to write about the owner of the airline that brought Harry and Meghan to Nigeria free of charge from the United Kingdom. No one was reporting how Harry came, but there was no security incident. No one reported that with such a visit and the manner the authorities handled it, Nigeria wasn't what many were negatively made to believe. The visit was a success. There were yet another who expressed views about the visit but had nothing to say regarding how well Harry and Meghan were received. They didn't say anything good about Nigeria, and they gave us no credit. This nation will repeat it whenever the opportunity arises. Credit to the brilliant Punch newspaper columnist Tunji Ajibade. Okay, column May 31st. All right, thank you. Okay, that's an ad. All right, so let me click on that. The link will be in the description for those who wants to read it. Okay, so that's that. It's a decent read, but I don't want to make another hour video. All right, I will share it on my community board as well. All right, next tweet, and this is my last one. Okay, so there's that. They say Harry changed. To that I say, good. There is no mistress lurking about to befriend Meghan. He will never cheat on her. She isn't missing. Archie and Lilibet are in a safe, loving home. I'm glad Prince Harry changed and broke the cycle. One thing we have to look, and I think I spoke about this in some other videos. Harry's life, I think he lives it in the moment, and he did the best he can in the moment. When you look at some stuff that happened, even though the tabloid intrude on his life, and there's so many things he's done that we should not even know, but he did his best. And then the things that he did wrong, I think he learned from them. He learned from them and moved on. so many things. But now he's a family man, and he was fully aware when he was in the military there's no way he was gonna start a family. So this is someone who have full control of himself, because from talking to other servicemen in the military, listening to their problem.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Well, we don't, put it this way, we don't all sit in a room with a queen and a blackboard going. It's a kind of, I don't know, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I mean, Christ, I think I went to my first proper royal engagement at the age of 4 or 5. So you make mistakes, like we all have, and then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change.
Did you always embrace this role and responsibility?
No, I don't think I understood it. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, you know, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back, and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
What helped you to understand that position that you were in?
Spending 10 years in the military was one.
And what did that do for you?
I think I wouldn't say it changed my outlook on life, but there were certainly experiences that I went through during those 10 years that not only was I surrounded by normal people on a day-to-day basis and being able to share and talk about everyday issues that they were going through, but it was a grounding moment for me as well. You know, wearing the same uniform as all of the people that I was serving with, getting an opportunity to serve your country on operations, but also being part of a family. And that's not just the guys and the girls that were wearing the uniform, but also the wives, the girlfriends, the kids. That whole network of support was huge. But I think my understanding of service and duty became really, really ingrained, or it was given to me by my service in the military, because that's what it's all about. And you're taking young people from some of the most deprived cities and towns across the UK for the British Armed Forces, and I know it's the rest for the rest of the world as well. But you're taking some people who've had some really, really hard upbringings and hard backgrounds, and you're training them to be ambassadors. You're training them to be fighters, but you're training them to be brothers in arms with each other as well. And I think that's an incredibly powerful tool to be able to do. And I have a huge amount of respect for anybody, whatever their background is, to be able to serve their country like that.
He understands what some family goes through, so he will not want that for his family. So he controlled himself until he was ready. And then as soon as he find it, he quickly put a ring on it and move on. But his family refused to let him move on. All right. Did I read everything? Yeah, let's look at this. That was during Lily's first birthday. Look at Archie sitting there. Singing his happy birthday until they told him to come and he hop on the table. Very simple and just enjoying the moment. Just enjoying the moment, singing happy birthday. So this is you could see just in that little, if you go on Netflix, the video of that, he's sitting quietly and then just being a child. Other kids, I mean, it will still be okay, running around and things like that, but that was the moment they want him to sit down, and he was sitting down. This, we need to give them credit for that. So you know there is discipline in the house. Okay? I'm just saying. Look at him. And then when they told him to come and blow the candle, he hopped on and he become his self again. Barefoot. And then he's gonna blame his mom he got dirty foot. That is so cute. That is so cute. The simple things in life. Simple things in life. Just enjoying with their close family and friends. And I think, we don't know that for a fact, because I saw something on Twitter which I did not share, is that before they went to the Jubilee, I think they did a little get together with family and friend in Montecito for Lily as well. Because there was something that I saw someone shared. It was a little bit before they went to the UK to participate in the Jubilee, and they had a little get together, and I think it was a birthday party for Lily. It has to be, because it was so close to the birthday, and then they were about to fly over to the UK, so they probably needed to get their little family and friend together to celebrate it. And then they did another version of it when they get to the UK. This is so cute, very simple, and just living their life. Harry has grown, he's done the hard work and continues to. The thing they miss is Harry was supposed to change. Wait, the thing they miss is Harry was supposed to change. Okay, that's an ad. So that's it. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe. Let's do a prayer. Maybe I'll put this on PYTE. I wasn't planning on doing that, but looks like that's where I will bring it. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for family. Let's do that for family. Mine, yours, the Sussexes, family. Okay, pray for family love. Gracious God, help us to love each other fervently. Grow our love so deep that it is able and willing to overcome and forgive a multitude of misgivings. Inspire a spirit of hospitality in each of us and enable us to cheerfully share our home. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. I changed the channel. Now I'm PYTE. There's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And don't forget, I have a shop. You could go and check some design and see how you could further support me. And I believe I have a Zazzle shop, and I need to add more things on it, so you guys could have other options. This one, I had it way before, and that was the first one I encountered in terms of to create my shop, but I needed more options, so I created the Zazzle one. This one will still remain, but I also have the Zazzle for puzzles and other things. All right, so that's it. Thank you for your support.